Today, I will be doing one of the most terrifying challenges I have ever done. Inspired by one of you guys in the comments, by the way, so shout out to you for this. I'm gonna play random 2v2, and I'll be forced to share control with my teammate. Now, normally you would think, if you have a good teammate, this is not that big of a problem. But if you guys watched yesterday's video and you saw the raw amount of unfriendliness, you can only imagine what I'm scared of. If I play similarly unfriendly people that don't believe in my micro, and they're going to be dragging my units around, or even worse, start killing my own buildings, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm still terrified. I brought my guardian angel over there, the cat in the back. Her name is Nova, by the way, for the people curious. Very powerful. Anyway, wish me luck. Let's begin. All right, the first game of the day is with a Terran against a Terran and a Protoss. Look like we're playing against a little clan over here. Now, I decided to play random, and this is not going to surprise you guys, but also through crazy strategies, because I think it's going to, increase the amount of interference my teammates are going to bring, and that's going to be very funny. Hello. Now, first of all, I always forget to do this. Sorry about that. Now, what should I even do? I'm not even sure what I want to do this game. Actually, I do know. I'm going to go for a forward gateway. I will share control. Actually, should I? Yeah, I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm going to build a gateway over here. It would be really cool if I could have built it further on the map if I thought of this strategy faster. It's actually a very cool strategy I encountered in 2v2 where you kind of pretend to be very aggressive, but you're not very aggressive at all. I think it was one of the best 2v2 teams that actually showed me that strategy on the ladder. It looks very, very powerful. Now, I don't really want to do anything. I could go for a double gate too. Maybe that wouldn't even be that crazy. Let's see. Terran Protoss. Okay, now I'm tempted to go a little aggressive. Let's see what my teammate's going to do. My teammate just plays one gas, then I'll just stay on one gate as well. I do want to play with my teammate. I did share control, right? Yeah, I did. I'm actually very curious. I think there are so many different kind of teammates you could get with this, Like, I could play with the guy that doesn't interfere at all, right? I could play with the guy that only interferes when it's particularly useful. And then you can play with the guy that just panics all the time and tries to move your units all the time, making the game way more difficult for both of you. I think that would be very funny to run into at least one of those guys. But if it's too many times, I'm sure I'm going to end up crying, because I can imagine that being incredibly annoying. Now, that guy is playing double gas. This guy is playing... Actually, yeah, okay. That's kind of... They're pretty much doing what we're doing, but in reverse. So I'm playing slightly more aggressive build order, right, with the double gate. My teammate's expanding, and for them it's the opposite. The Protoss is expanding, and the Terran is doing the slightly more aggressive build order. Now, I'm kind of tempted to just pick a pylon in his base or something, because it would be funny. Let's see. I'm just going to run around one more time. There we go. Oh, I like that. Okay, that's what I like to see. That's just small moves that are actually very useful. Gonna go for the... Ah, he found me already. I'm just gonna build a pylon just to scare them a little bit. That obviously is not gonna do anything, but I don't know. If they get scared, then that's gonna be pretty nice. My teammate hasn't shared control. Okay, so he doesn't trust me in the same way. I mean, fair enough, honestly. I also wouldn't trust me. Just say... It would be very funny to see if I could... maybe that's another video where I convince my allies to share control instead of me doing it. I'm also going to go for a Stargate. I'm not sure if I'm ready to do something... They don't even care. I mean, I know it's probably not going to do anything, but I'm still surprised that they don't care at all. I kind of would have imagined a little bit of defense against that, but apparently not. This is probably going to be walled off. Can I get that one? Barely am going to get that one, which is very nice. I think... Oh, I was about to say this looks like a Cyclone, but then the Hellion did show up. See, you get one hit on that, and now I got 4 of these guys. And I'm going to build... Oh, is that... There's 2 Reapers in my base. Huh. Okay, I didn't actually expect that. It's a little annoying. Guess I have to go back with these homies. Not that big of a deal, though. Stalkers are coming to attack that now. Adepts are going to arrive just in time to deal with this. But nothing really... Actually, these are kind of trapped, looking at it. I should be able to kill at least one of those. Hellion's arriving for my teammates, so both of them are going to die. And that looks pretty nice. I did lose a little bit of resources with that, but it's also not the biggest deal ever. So far, my teammate seems nice. I mean, I know after last video, my standards might not be the highest anymore. Because I really think a lot of those games, well, not all my teammates to be fair, but a lot of those games I did get rough teammates and rough opponents. But here my teammate seems cooperative so far. And yeah, nothing really to complain about. Still hasn't microed any of my units, which makes sense because I don't think I've been in a particular amount of trouble. I wonder if I can force him to use one of my units at some point. Like, I'll just tell him, hey, control my adepts, and then we see how it's gonna go. Really good move there with the Hellions as well. Am I playing with the goat here, guys? Like, I don't know. This seems pretty nice. Can't really complain about anything so far. Got some damage done. He's playing economical, 3cc. He's going for... Okay, I mean, this guy actually... I'm not kidding. This guy looks kind of cracked out. This is very nice. I want to make a fusion core. Or the other thing, a fleet beacon. Let's see. Okay, so he did go for a battery. I'm just going to pop down a... This is so nice to do. It's. I know you can deal with it well enough, but it's just annoying, you know? It's very annoying to having to pull your workers against them. Gonna energy recharge this dude, and then I'm gonna go for Tempest, I think. Feel like that would be funny. Gonna send 2 over here first. Doesn't... That is not a fully saturated mineral line, is it? It doesn't look like it anyway. Here we go. Got 2 of my bromies. I don't know why they targeted different probes, but it is what it is. Kind of feels like they might be attacking. There's a medevac in my main base. Okay, 2 cyclones and a couple marines. That should be all right. My teammate's going to survive that perfectly fine, actually. Not going to have to worry about anything at all. Going to try to shade these into the main base. Now, do I have enough? Oh, he dropped on my unit. That's actually perfect. I'll try to chase him down. My teammate did indeed survive. Gonna activate my pulsar beam now. Try to target down that cyclone. Cyclone actually dies. Wow, there we go. Got a couple of adepts in my homie's base over here. And now I'm gonna start Tempest production. I don't think I got around to building the second Stargate. I kind of wish I did. I guess I didn't have gas for it anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Do another nice energy recharge over there. And it seems like we are in a completely fine spot. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna activate the other one actually because it has more energy. Look at this. It's 170 energy on that guy. Okay, Tempest number 1 is finishing. Maybe I'll ping it for him just so he knows that it still exists. I don't want to like be annoying, you know. I don't want to be like, hey, can you deal with that, bro? I just want him to know that it's there. That's really just it. Banshee is not going to be able to do too much damage because there's a battery there. Gonna go for a second Stargate now. And it seems like we definitely very clearly have... Oh, that's a Liberator. I was like, what on earth is going on over here? We very clearly have the first type of teammate here, where he really doesn't seem like he wants to interfere that much. Gonna shut down that medevac over there. And then I think we're gonna go for the... Okay, it's a bit annoying that his Banshee was here, because now my Oracles are not gonna do that much damage, exactly. Gonna put a Revelation on those so he can see. Because my Tempest killed the medevac by now. And we just continue like nothing weird ever happened this game. Couple Banshees over here on the left side, that is nice. I wonder what the MMR of my teammate is, by the way. I would guess that he potentially has more MMR than me, to be honest, because he's just... Yeah, I mean, I really, like I mentioned, I have nothing to complain about. Even saves that Banshee against the turret, which I know sounds like a minimum, but it's actually not that easy. Like, turrets have more range than you think, and they shoot very fast, and that Banshee was already red HP. It's not like he lost it all the way down from full HP to red. It was already red HP, so I think that's quite impressive, actually. Now, I would be moving out normally. The reason why I'm not doing that is just because my opponents have Blink Stalkers. Let's see, are those Vikings? I imagine... Or were those... I thought I saw Heal's units on the minimap, but it could have just been my teammates' Banshees, actually. Not 100% sure on that. Okay, I'm gonna go across now with these. I think if I get them in a good position, that's gonna be very annoying for them. I'm gonna drop a couple stasis wards in the middle. Oh, I see an observer over there. It's a little bit annoying. Because then I don't think I want to risk going for that, because the Stalker should be close enough, exactly. I think I'm gonna take this base instead. I think that's gonna be a little nicer for me. The upgrade for the Tempest is about to finish, which is gonna make me very powerful against buildings. And now, wait, I can kill the turrets for him. That's a pretty cool team play, actually. I can just kill the turrets for him, and then he can go in with the Banshees. Look at this. I think I can pretty safely target down the other one as well. There we go. And now there's no detection here anymore. Okay, that is pretty cool. I mean, I totally did not plan for this. This just kind of happened, by the way, but that definitely is pretty cool. Now, I don't think I can transfer... Oh, wait, can I... Oh, the stasis ward! I'm blocking his base, and I can see his army, which is really nice. Can I one-shot that? Barely not. I need 5 Tempests for that, sadly. Let's see if I can split fire perfectly. Barely didn't manage to. I'm gonna go for a double stasis ward in the Protoss bases because he's clearly very busy. He actually scanned for me and he's pushing at the front at the same time. Oh, this is actually... Look at the team play we have going here, guys. He scanned for my Tempest to give me vision. He's pushing at the same time. I stasis warded both the Protoss players' mineral lines. This might be my best team play ever. Maybe sharing control is the key, guys. Maybe if you share control, your teammates get so much trust in you that they actually play with you. More realistically, it's just a coincidence, by the way. But holy cow, I'm not kidding. Was this my best teammate ever? He might be. But this last team play, guys, really, I freaking love this sequence so much. Like, this was one of the coolest things I've seen yet in one of these team games. He scanned so I could get vision for the Tempest. He's pushing at the same time, in the right location, at the right time, distracts the Protoss, and I get 2 stasis wards off at the same time. Like, this really couldn't have been much better. So far, you know, I feel like I should share control every game. If this is the level of trust and team play I receive for trusting my allies with share control, this is something I'm going to keep doing. I'm still pretty sure it's a coincidence. Maybe I don't have enough faith in the allies. Let's play a couple more games. All right, for the second game, I'm going to ramp up the difficulty a little bit, at least for my teammate, because I'm going to play Zerg and I'm going to do a proxy hatch. Now, I'm playing with a Terran, I believe. Probably should have paid attention to the races a little more in the loading screen. Let's see. With a Terran against Terran random. All right. Good luck. Have fun. Little does my teammate know what's coming for him. Hey. that's how it begins, guys. The hey. Well, what's that one meme again? That's something like it all started with that darn smile or something like that. It's like it starts with the hey. I will share control. I trust you. Let's see, I'm gonna take our trust friendship a little further here. And then I'm gonna go for... Should I do like a spine rush or like a... No leave control? He doesn't want it? Sorry. I have to. I am too slow. I'm not gonna tell him I have to because of the challenge. I'll just tell him that I'm slow. I know why he doesn't want it, by the way. Sometimes it's actually a little annoying how it works exactly. If you like box your own units and your teammates' units together, sometimes your teammates' units take priority, even though they don't have abilities. Like, I know this because I've been playing a lot with Goblin and I share control when I play Zerg, and sometimes he'll box Blink Stalkers and Zerglings, and then the Zerglings take priority and he can't blink or something ridiculous like that, you know. Now, he clearly does not want the control, so this game I think I will, you know, oblige, because I don't want to be like, you know, an absolute troll. I know I'm a troll. I don't want to annoy my teammates into infinity, though. Actually, I might do that anyway by doing... wait, is this the... Wait, that's the... Ah, you got Protoss. Okay, dude, I should have paid attention a little more. I would have figured out the races instantly. That's a very fast Zealot. I think we might need a change of plans here. I'm gonna cancel this right away. Please live. Okay, it's gonna live. And then we're gonna go for some corner base action. Oh, actually, this is gonna end up being a pretty cool build, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna take the corner bases, and then I'll go for like mass mutas or something ridiculous like that. That's actually a pretty cool plan. Not gonna lie, I kind of like that. Okay, let's see. I'll make an overlord now. I'm trying to figure out how to spend my gas. I don't really want to make link speed, but maybe I should. Actually, I probably should. Yeah, I'm gonna make link speed here. Okay. Maybe I'll try to trick my teammate one more time. I'll like... You know, either if he's like dead or if I have like too many mutas, maybe I'll ask him to control half my mutas or something. That'll be my final attempt. This guy should have given up that bunker already, but maybe he didn't. Wait, what the hell did so much damage to that Reaper? That is 53 damage to him. I thought he just jumped up for like a second. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's what it felt like anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and scout a little bit. Probably should make an extra overlord in case. Well, I do have 2 hatcheries finishing, so maybe not. Let's see. The bunker did indeed get cancelled. Wait. Yo, our proxy hatch worked! I didn't realize. Oh, that is so funny. You guys know what happened? I proxy hatched, and because the bunker was there instantly, I thought I proxy hatched the Terran side, right? But I actually proxy hatched the Protoss, and he went for Zealot. plus Forge to deal with it. Now this guy's gonna go for Blink Stalkers. Gonna ping that for my ally because I'm a fantastic teammate, of course. I think I might need a Spine here, actually. The reason why I think I need a Spine is just because that dude has Hellions, and I'm a Terran player. I know how hard it is to resist just running by Hellions into your opponent's bases. It doesn't even matter if you've seen anything or not. Just right-click the Hellions. Warning DT. It's probably not DTs, but it could be. Yeah. Okay, here's the thing. Share control would actually be very good here because I can click an overseer on his army and he can control it. Like, sharing control here would actually work, but he doesn't want it. So I might secretly share it with him anyway. Here, I'm gonna click an overseer on his army already. I guess I'll just have it follow his marine forever, and yeah, we'll just see what happens. There's a liberator that might actually find my... Oh, that's gonna find my base, I think. That is a little annoying. Here, I'll just try to click my drones a little bit. Microing these should not be too difficult. Haven't actually really lost anything yet. Yo, look at those hello? You guys are seeing the same drone splits I'm seeing? Oh my... Did I lose 2? I think I might have only lost 2. Oh, well, I probably should have paid a little attention here so I wouldn't have lost this. I think I can... Yeah, I can barely save that drone. That's nice. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm about to get the Spire unit, so it's not that big of a deal, honestly, but still. Would have been nice to keep that alive. I think if my teammate drops the Terran, it would be very good. Yeah, oh, he's actually going to. That's so nice. That is what I mean. If he had shared control, he would have been able to click that with him. This is actually a good move, by the way. You guys might be wondering why the hell is he still there. But against Zerg, this is good because you permanently kill the larva. Just a little pro tip there. I'm not sure if you're ever going to get to use it, but if you do, it's a cool move for sure. Okay, I'm going to click these meters over there. And this drop... Oh, he's actually going to go for it. Okay. I mean, it's still decent. I'm not going to lie. It is still decent, but... I'm not sure if I would have... Okay, he did kill enough SCVs, to be fair. The problem is that I'm not sure if he can deal with the Protoss army having lost all that stuff. That's really the only thing. The Protoss army, I know his economy was behind from the start, but... Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like that guy should have at least like 12 Blink Stalkers or something like that right now. And I don't know if he's going to be able to deal with that. He doesn't even have a tank yet, I believe. Yeah, 0 tanks. That's a little painful as well. I like how I'm just rallying drones over here, by the way. I mean, I'm not sure what else I'm supposed to do with my drones. That's the biggest thing, really. Okay, there's a lot of Blink Stalkers over here. He saw my mutas. I guess he was just paying attention to the Liberator. I don't think that means he has an observer. I think he was probably just looking. I'm actually going to fly past, which is nice. Third base, my ally probably saw that by now. Let's see if he warped anything in over here. He does have a cannon, which is quite annoying, actually. Maybe I can kill a couple of workers with the glaive bounces. Nah, he's making a battery as well. This is just going to be... Oh, he's actually going to recall for that. Okay, he could have just warped in 2 Stalkers, to be honest. I mean, I'm fine with that. If he has a battery, I don't think we can really do a lot of damage at all. Okay, so the thing is, this base should really die. Okay, I can try saturate that, but realistically, that base should be dead. I think we're actually, surprisingly, in a pretty similar position where their economy is... like semi-cooked, right? So the Terran player took a lot of damage from that drop economically. The Protoss player had a rough start. My Terran player had a completely flying start, and I had a pretty terrible start. So I think if you guys are still following what the hell I'm saying, I think that kind of balances it out a little bit. Okay, so this is fully saturated. He's got the double Liberator. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying this is a bad move, but this really looks like AI gameplay. Okay? Like, that looks like a cinematic or something. Like, the freaking 2 Liberators sieging on top of turrets with the 2 drops as well. It was pretty well executed too, not gonna lie. Okay, so I cannot really defend that. I think my best course of action here is actually to just take this base next and try to damage the Protoss. I still think this is okay, but I am gonna need my teammate to carry a little bit, which is... That's a slow... Look at that slow warping! Oh, that's disgusting! He's gonna lose 6 Stalkers here, look at that! Oh, man! He is not gonna be... That pylon being out of range is criminal, honestly. I can't believe that pylon was out of range. Now, I have to imagine that the units are over here. I'm just gonna be able to... Actually, I don't have to target the... Well, he does have energy recharge, so I guess I might as well kill it. Okay, so that is taking a lot of damage. My teammate is gonna have enough to stop that. And somehow my Mutalisk got a lot of damage. Not because I did anything particularly well, but another no, my friend, you have to stop doing that. Oh, that is the most painful thing I've seen in a long time. Too slow. This guy lost 12 Stalkers to like 7 Mutas or whatever this is, just because he's warping in slowly. Oh, that hurts the soul. I know it's good for me, but that really does hurt the soul. Holy cow. Now, I don't want to take my Terran's next base. I'm actually just going to go in over here. The static defense here was already killed. Oh, wow. Look at this. Okay. I don't know exactly. Their Terran is pretty healthy. I think their Terran is definitely the biggest issue right now. I'm going to be able to snipe this tank, which is great. Let's see. Okay, the Terran has 1-1 upgrades, and he's making pure Marines. The reason why this is a problem is because pure Marines beats Marauders pretty hard in TVT. So if my teammate is really committed to making a lot of Marauders, he could lose out against the Mass Marine. I feel like this is where my unit set is going to kick into action a little bit, because I can just keep outplaying them and keep them home. If my teammate's not making... Wait, he's been making tanks, but I haven't seen them. Am I crazy? I don't think I've seen a tank. I could be wrong here, but I really don't remember seeing a single one. So how... Like, I've seen this factory before on the tech lab, but I've never actually seen a single tank. Now, they're probably wondering... that blink forward is actually not that great because I have enough mutas to kill the stalkers now. They're probably wondering how I've been able to make this many mutas when they killed my hidden base and I only had, you know, my main base to begin with. This is going to be very painful for them to find out that I had a second hidden base all this time. Because I might as well just keep killing these. Okay, so this base is going to be officially cooked. I'm just going to move out then. Try to do as much damage with these mutas as I can. My teammate's going to be able to squash that pretty easily. Actually... Did he lift those up? I think I saw one full medevac dying. I think the rest might have been saved. If he's just gonna fly away, I can actually catch those medevacs though. I do feel like my teammate and I... okay, he did unload, sadly. My teammate and I have had really good teamwork here. It's kind of... it's very pleasant when you don't really have to communicate. Like, I know communicating is good, right? But when you don't have to and your teammate just kind of gets you, it's a very pleasant feeling. And so far... I feel like his ratio of defending and attacking has just been absolutely perfect, to be honest. Once again, nothing to complain about. Okay, that guy's actually spamming turrets like crazy. I think that's pretty good for me. Oh, he's going to go into the tanks. Okay, I'm going to use my Zerglings to bait the tank shots. Let's see if I can just take down this turret real quick. I can't actually fight this, my friend. I'm going to try to get in here. I mean, my teammate's committing, so I have to commit as well. This is just kind of how the team games work, and it is going to work out. Okay, perfect. I'm curious if he had better upgrades, by the way. Let's see. Yeah, 2-2. Okay, he did have 2-2 upgrades. I guess the other Terran still had 1-1. Yeah, okay. Like, the reason why I didn't really want to go in here is because Marauders are really bad against Marines. I know he had a way bigger army. He, in fact, even had more Marines. But on even upgrades, this actually would have been pretty sketch. But with the 2-2 lead, it worked out perfectly fine. Wait, in the end? Yo, I actually had more supply than the Protoss. And oh my goodness, what a game. We didn't share control, but you guys saw it. I did try to share it. I kept it on, but he has multiple times, and I didn't want to like be a weird troll or anything, so I turned it off. Next game, I'll turn it on again. But this game was very, very pleasant. Like I said, very good teamwork. My proxy hatch opening worked, and I didn't even realize it worked for the longest time. And the 2 hidden hatcheries into the Mass Muta base rate, one of my all-time favorite strategies ever since Brood War. That's how I was playing in StarCraft 1, playing one base Mutalisk with upgrades as like a 70-year-old or whatever I was at the time. Beautiful game. Let's go play a final one. All right, the third and final game is going to be with Terran, a Terran teammate, against the same Protoss Terran team as the first game. Now, I do hope... I mean, I sound kind of crazy for saying that, but I do hope that we get a little bit of a crazy teammate with the unit sharing. I'm sure if I would do this enough times... excuse me, we would run into someone crazy enough to, you know, start controlling my units and going crazy with them. But today might be the opposite of yesterday, which is also kind of nice. It seems like a pretty friendly day so far. Hello. Now, I'm not quite sure yet what I'm going to do this game. It should probably be something, maybe like mass Hellion. Like, what I'm thinking is I should make units that are particularly fragile. I will share control. It's also pretty interesting that we... I didn't really think that we would get one of the guys that would say, no, please take it away. That's not one of the types that we discussed. But we did actually get someone that absolutely did not want to have control. Now, my teammate's going to go for something that is... I don't even know what that is, actually. I was about to say aggressive, but that SCV is not in time to do a proper proxy barrack. So either he's going to go for 1 Rax at home and 1 proxy, or he's very paranoid and he wants to get a scout off. I guess we'll see. Now, one thing that this strategy would work better in is if I would play with really high-level players. Because some of you guys have mentioned it before, is that not everyone has the mental space to be checking out their ally and stuff all the time, right? So it's possible. I was thinking maybe I should start making mistakes on purpose, you know, like start setting my Hellions a little too far. Try to find the perfect balance where I know the Hellions won't die, but they might. Right, and then my teammate would intervene. But I also think it's very likely that my teammate is not even really going to be looking at what I'm doing. I do have to say, I think it is an important skill that people learn. Is, did he just... Okay, he opened it and tried to get out and then failed and then opened it again. Did he share control yet? No, he still didn't share it back. It's an important skill to learn to just look at your allies sometimes. Like, you don't have to freaking psychoanalyze them like I like to do, right? But you can just have a look at his base and see that he's going for just 1 gas, for example. That already tells you that he is not going to be super aggressive. Also, this super early, hyper fast SCV scout was... I didn't really see the purpose of it. I mean, he scouted everything that you would see normally anyway. In fact, I was kind of thinking he might be too early to see certain things even, you know? Like, if it's like a double gate, I think his scout would actually arrive too early to see it. Well, he would have seen it on the way out, probably, but still. Let's see. Reaper fight, always important. Looks like it's going to be an even split. Now, I could go for something starboard related, or I could go really crazy and make mass Hellions. I'm not quite sure which is the thing I want to do. I also... Okay, here's the thing. I would love to ask my ally, hey, bro... Okay, you control this unit for me. But it kind of comes back to the other point where it's like... My teammate might already be freaking struggling macroing, and then I'm like, hey bro, can you control my aliens for me? For absolutely no reason. I don't think it's necessarily going to be appreciated, so... Yeah, I guess we'll just keep on keeping on and see if sometime my ally actually wants to jump in. It could be nice to go for like a BC or something. Also, the perfect scenario for me... Sounds kind of crazy, might be to have my ally... Oh, that's actually such annoying timing. Have my ally basically die, so they don't really have anything to do besides control my units, you know? That would also be kind of nice. There's another gateway building over there. Okay. I think the smartest strategy here would be to go for tanks, but I'm not really that interested in playing smart right now. So I think, or ever, really, I think I'm still gonna... I could either go for Banshee or Battlecruiser. I think Banshee would be pretty nice. I'm gonna end up banking a lot of gas if I go Banshee, though. Yeah, I think maybe we'll just go for the Fusion Core. Why the heck not? Everyone enjoys some Battlecruisers now and then, you know. Probably my ally too. Or, yeah, unless we lose. I feel like my ally enjoyment is probably more tied to the success rate. Is he gonna do a force field? He is gonna do a force field. Well done. Probably only gonna lose 1 or 2 Hellions, so it's not that bad. It's also pretty nice scouting to just know that my enemies are still at home. I'm gonna lose another one there to a little bit of miss micro by me. I'm wondering, can I? No, I wanted to kill that Reaper. Maybe I should have gone for it, honestly, but I didn't go for it in the end. I hope... Okay, that is a fake Phoenix, judging by how much damage it took. And I'm gonna try to run by with some more Hellions. My ally doesn't really have a lot of stuff yet. He's kind of setting himself up to have a lot of stuff later. So I guess we should be scared of dying. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, okay, my teammates, or my enemies rather, they seem like they might be moving out. I feel like I should have seen either more units or at least the Stalkers here. Let me try to kill that one as well. That guy has no freaking workers, by the way. Like, I am playing a relatively uneconomic game, going for the factory before the freaking expansion, and I have like... Well, okay, he did have the gases, but I still have way more workers than him. Maybe I'll go for some Widow Mines or something. I think going for Widow Mines would not be a bad idea here. I'm definitely a little scared this game, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the situation we've ended up in definitely, you know, opened a little bit of space for us to die to some kind of attack. I think I'm gonna go for Battlecruiser Widow Mine. And then ideally, I just have my teammate move around my Widow Mines with him. That is the plan. Okay, let's see. I have to imagine Protoss is still at home. Yeah. For some reason, I thought they were going to attack because the situation really was good for an attack. But then yeah, I don't know. They just kind of felt like they were going to sit there all the time. It's a lot of stalkers, no upgrades yet. That's a nice thing to scout. And I'm going to start spreading my widow mines already. I'm even going to go for a second factory here. So I could just spread a crazy amount of widow mines everywhere. Okay, so this is going to be a massive distraction play. Battlecruisers are going to go into the main. Going to target down the battery. Stalkers are going to come up. Drop is going to hit the Terran main. As soon as it does, Banshee is going to go into his natural. He might have a turret, exactly, so we're going to pull this guy back now. And then is that another BC? I thought I heard it, but I thought I was crazy. But I did actually hear a battlecruiser. I don't have an engineering base, sadly. Let me get this guy back in. Hellions are into this base. Banshee is doing a pretty crazy amount of work. I don't think I can kill that super easily right now. Terran player has absolutely annihilated everything over there. This battlecruiser is still alive, surprisingly. I kind of thought I made some mistakes already. I'm going to put some widow mines over here. Yeah, this battlecruiser does not have a counter right now from our side. That is the biggest problem over here. We don't have anything that can kill the BC. For the people that don't know, Marines are terrible against battlecruisers, absolutely terrible. Now, if he's looking, he does have a good amount of them. He should be able to damage at a good amount. At least he does have a pair of Vikings as well. And I would say that together we did a pretty crazy amount of damage still. So that's really not bad. Now I'm going to do something that's a little risky. I'm going to put my widow mines into his main base, because I think the next battlecruiser should be teleporting over there. Okay, so this Banshee is barely gonna... He's gonna use the... He had Yamato and he never used it? Okay, that's actually quite interesting. Or was that a new battlecruiser? I kind of thought it was the one that teleported back home, but maybe I was wrong about that. Yeah, so I got all these widow mines over here, just so if he teleports in that base, it is gonna get absolutely one tap. I'm gonna make a couple more turrets over here, and we have ourselves a battlecruiser mirror, which is not something you see every single day, that is for sure. Wait, did I see this all this time by any chance and I just didn't realize? It makes sense, but it's also kind of stupid to use a BC for this, because BCs just don't do damage to each other. Like, it's barely any damage at all. I'm gonna teleport into his other base just because... Oh, there's actually a turret over there. That's gonna hurt. Looks like I put my turrets in the wrong base, sadly for me. I do have this battlecruiser to do damage here as well. Oh, please repair that. Oh, he wasn't paying attention there. That hurts. I guess I'll just try to burrow my widow mines under that. I'm gonna try to Yamato this battery. Stalkers are coming, so I have to dip pretty shortly, unfortunately. I'm gonna teleport in that guy's main base again. Let's see, where's the rest of the widow mines? I do have some widow mines over here. I guess I could try now. I have enough widow mines to try this, I believe. Let me Yamato this battery. And I'm gonna try to burrow them over here. I have a lot of supply, by the way. See, oh, might be about to lose a battlecruiser. Looks like I am going to, but I'm gonna kill all of his workers. Like I mentioned, BCs don't do damage to BCs. If you guys are wondering why that is, it's because BCs have a million attacks that do like no damage, and battlecruisers have too much armor for that. That battlecruiser is gonna fall, which is perfect. And now I'm gonna move a lot of my widow mines to the front. Like, this is just so dumb. It's gonna take a year to die. It's gonna die eventually. It's just gonna take a very long time. And now I feel like he's wasting... Okay, he's gonna use the amount of 40... Oh, that is an annoying timing. Hey, just as I move those around. That is a little bit painful. It's gonna... Oh, he has Colossus as well. Okay, yeah, the biggest problem here is, guys, is that we need my teammate to defend this army. I can absolutely do nothing against it. He is currently misclicking his entire army. I'm gonna just fight with the SCVs because that's the only chance we have. Try to back off over here. My second, or whatever battlecruiser this is about to finish. Because I'm just gonna teleport it into his main base again, because why not? And surprisingly, my opponents actually backed off there. They really didn't have to, but... Okay, looks like he's still going to try to go for it. I'm going to try to get this one over here. But that thing is going to die. He does have another battlecruiser, but like I mentioned before, those just are not really going to do any damage over here. I'm going to try to take this base on that side. I can just kill... He's keeping so many BCs at home. He's using Yamatos now for them, which means he's not going to be as strong offensively, but he is going to be able to take care of those battlecruisers. Let's see if I can move my widow mines around to maybe try and get some value. I think, yeah, the biggest problem is that their Protoss... I mean, the Protoss could A-move us, I think. That Protoss just has enough army to kill both of us. I'm not sure if he realizes it. He's probably scared because Stalkers and Colossus are not that great against tanks. But then again, it really is just one tank over there. Gonna try to see if I can get some damage here. Very unlikely, to be honest. Widow mines are super easy to deal with these days because they even give a notification when they, not even when they shoot, but just when they burrow in range of your units. Or is it just your workers? I think it's your units entirely, but could be just your workers. There's a lot of BCs over here, so I'm gonna have to burrow those tanks. He did surprising. Oh no, he's the micro the Vikings. You can't be losing the Vikings. Oh no. That was our battlecruiser counter. The Vikings die. I mean, the Widow mines are going to pop off a little bit, but that is going to be it for the final game of the day, I think. I'm probably going to teleport this guy over, just because we can create a little bit of chaos. His army is good against Stalker Colossus. Wait, did he just blink home? Or I heard a teleport. I'm not quite sure where the teleport was. Okay, there it was. 2 more battlecruisers over there. Yeah, my teammate had the right amount, or the right... what's it called? The right units, but he just didn't have enough of them, and that is going to be it. They actually had very little supply, which makes me think that economically we had to be in a pretty good spot until the BC started popping off. Let's see. He did take a lot of damage from the BCs. You can tell by the ratio of resources here. If you have that much gas, either you completely mess up your build or you just took SCV losses, and in this case, I think he did take a lot of SCV losses. This Terran only has 72 supply, but he does have 2 starports making BCs, and we just didn't really get the counter up. The biggest problem here is maybe I could have played a different style. Once I went for the double factory, I couldn't really appropriately deal with the BCs anymore, so I kind of needed my teammate to do it, but it's also going to be very hard for him. Has to deal with the Stalker Colossus and the Battlecruiser at the same time. So it is what it is. The share control experiment was interesting, because no one used it, and one player even begged me to turn it off. Now, I'm pretty sure that that's not going to happen every single time. If I did it again, there's a good chance that they are actually going to use it and panic, especially if we get the guy from the last video called Chill, who called me a noob. He definitely would, control my units because he wouldn't trust in me. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys had a fantastic time like I did. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.